What's good, y'all? I'm Demario. Welcome to Demario's World. These are our transit talks. We have a lot of Aries energy moving right now, so I just wanted to make some note of that today. So I have my notes over here, so I had to look over here a little bit. But yeah, so pretty much we have the sun moving into Aries to on March 20th, which is today. We had March 19th, Mercury moved into Aries until April 3rd. And we also have a new moon tomorrow at 1:24 p.m., the new moon in Aries. So right now, like I said, with Mercury having moved into Aries, the communication, I believe, will be quick. It's going to be a lot of quicker energy around. People may feel more inspired to speak up on what they really feel because Aries is a cardinal fire sign. So it's very much of a kind of keep going. Like it doesn't really have, it's like the initial spark, you know what I'm saying, of whatever the idea is. So you may be having more passionate ideas. Communication may be a little, I like to call it brash a little bit, of like, this is what we need to get done right now. You know what I'm saying? But then it also, Aries doesn't always have structure to the plan. It just kind of knows to provoke the plan. It doesn't really be like, it's not really they get things done, but also because it's such a quick spark, it can fan out just as quickly. So make sure whatever it is you are working to do, find some consistency in the thoughts, in the communication. So rather than getting lost in the maybe the emotionality of it, because Aries is a very passionate sign, and with Mercury, it deals with the being a passionate sign. It deals with how we perceive things, the world around us. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? How the interactions that we're dealing with, in a sense. So, there's that with Aries and Mercury having came on March 19th. Aries season, I believe, is a time of just moving forward. You know what I'm saying? The spring equinox is a thing as well with Aries season. It pretty much sparks spring. It's pretty much what Aries does in March 20th. And the spring equinox represents new light along with dark integration. The light will always appear. There's new beginnings. There's new things that's kind of presenting itself. From the work of, again, I would believe the inner work of what you were doing during the winter months. You know what I'm saying? What was going on when you were going inside, huddling in. Now you get the first taste of freedom, of warmth, of the butterflies starting to come in, at least. You know what I'm saying? The insects are starting to come from above ground. You know what I'm saying? Like we're starting to get more out here. So yeah, so we have that. Aries season, it could be dedicated towards projects. Like I said, dealing with self-image, dealing with you first. You say, what do you need to make sure you can provide the resources for other people as well? Because Aries, to me, are what I've experienced of them. They are willing to give. They're willing to give what they have to people they really mess with, for real, for real. And it's like, what? But they're very clear about, what do I need? What is it that I need to make sure I can do this in this way? So then also it bargains the question with, to me, this new moon coming in tomorrow. I believe it bargains with the moon sextile in Pluto. We have a moon in Aries sextiling, which is a sextile is a very friendly kind of planet, or friendly kind of aspect. Pluto and Cap, which is what we're currently in, getting ready to transition into Aquarius as its own thing. We're dealing with our feelings about the structures that we have in our life right now. Like I was saying, with what we've created up until this point, what needs to be taken out, what needs to be given, what needs to be learned from, where do we need to find balance? Is there imbalance over here, or is it over here? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I need to put more over here? Like, really deciding for yourself what you really want to do with that, with this provocative energy that has a very innovative, because I don't want to say innovative because I know Aquarius is more innovative, but maybe that's along with the Aquarian energy coming in. But it's like I keep getting like innovative or like ambitious, passionate energy. You can use this to kind of get clear about the boundaries in your life. You know what I'm saying? And putting more, you know what I'm saying, of a standard and commitment on what you're at least choosing to put your energy towards. With the moon square Mars, I believe we're dealing with the questioning regarding this new moon, the emotional tension about movement in our lives. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just really analyzing what's really going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where do we need to put less energy towards? You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's ultimately what I was just saying before. It's just getting very clear about the emotionality of where we are today and where we're going tomorrow. And we also, I believe that we are going to get more hints on alignment regarding our status in the world, dreams, and communication with all of Aries moon being conjunct the 10th house, MC, sorry, midheaven, the Neptune and Mercury situation, Mercury placements, they all conjunct them because with the moon being in Aries, and right now, well, I think, yeah, Neptune is in Pisces, Mercury is in Aries, but they're within the beginning degrees, so it's still as a conjunct, just FYI, from what I've learned from the situation. Lastly, what I feel like regarding all that I've just said, regarding all those different aspects, I believe that all ties into this last aspect, which is the Chiron square ascendant, which I believe earlier I was talking about being very clear about who we are, what our image is, what we want to provoke, because there may be some type of wounding. I believe even too with what is it? That would make sense too. That would make sense with Chiron being in Aries right now. You know what I'm saying? So that would make sense that they do make some type of interaction with one another. But it deals with our own self-image and how we look in the world. At least, and that's like we can look at the world and say, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like this is how the world sees me. But it's like important to align that with how do you see you, with the energy that you're putting in, deciding what you're going to let go. What are your values? Where do you want to put more into? You know what I'm saying? Actually be able to do it and see it through so you can get to, for instance, the Taurian energy. That's a little more committed, but a lot of times with Taurus, you commit, but then it's kind of hard to get off the boat because they're very like, you're gonna bullish, you're gonna stay over here. So before you get there, having the power to get there, you know what I'm saying, through the Taurian energy, I believe this is going to be a really great energy. Use the energy wisely, you know, especially mixed in with this Piscean energy, you know what I'm saying, that's happening right now. And along with the Aquarius, both of them, to me, add on to vision. It adds on to what, you know what I'm saying, what we want to see, whether spiritually or for the future, you know. So be able to be more in that contemplative space of where do you see yourself over the next 5 years, 10 years, 7 years, 15 years, you know, 20 years, even with Pluto coming in eventually to stay in the sign of Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? I think we get a real jump start, especially with this Aries moon. We get a real jump start to decipher for ourselves what we're going to do as we've gone through the different portals of healing. And from Pisces with the emotionality, yesterday's moon, and the spiritual connection of all that is. Yeah, so that is my little video on the transits regarding Mercury. I hope that was easy to understand. We also have a new moon in Aries as well, April 19th. That's like, again, it's going to be in Aries while also being a solar eclipse. So with that even being done, I believe it's going to be a more broadened expansion of the ideas that we set forth within this month. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is just a real, to me, a jump start to kind of get your things going. I believe things will, as we're raising the vibration of the earth, I feel like we're going to experience things, possibly, if you know what I'm saying, know what I'm talking about, experience things quicker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Receiving manifestations in different ways as we've gone through our journey and our experiences, our turmoils and also our successes. So, you know, prepare for that April 19th new moon. And the solar eclipse. And that is all from me. I hope you enjoyed this transit talk. I really hope it made sense to you and that it was, you know, comprehensible. Y'all have a good one. I'm DeMario. Peace.